ResortLoop.com is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Enjoy Joffrey's new single origin coffee, Peru Cafe Femenino. Available at Joffreys.com and at the Joffrey's kiosks throughout the Disney parks and resorts. And the best part, the sale of Joffrey's Coffee Cafe Femenino gives back to worthy projects and programs that enhance the lives of women and their families in coffee communities. That's Joffreys.com.
Hi, ResortLoop.com. I apologize. This is Katie again, and I forgot to tell you guys in my nervousness where I'm headed to. So, the first 4 nights were a Bahamian cruise, and we got to stop off at Castaway Cay. And the next 5 nights will be a Caribbean cruise, and again, we will be stopping off at Castaway Cay. But my favorite part is it will have 2 CDs. So, and we didn't have that on our first trip. So, I'm super excited, and I just wanted to let you know in case I was supposed to let you know where I was going. Anyway, lots of love, and thanks for all you do, and I am a loyal listener. And keep it going, chug down the coffee, and we'll keep listening. Thanks. Bye.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Please board quickly and safely. Our monorail will be departing momentarily. Thank you.
The place is in disarray.
It is.
Crazy. Should we go?
Get this studio organized.
Let's roll.
Go.
Oh, it's a mess in here. Ugh, I don't know what's going on. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
This is episode 307. Is that what we decided on before?
307. Just got to rub it in, doesn't she?
Yeah, Katie. I don't know what's up, man. She's just giving us full updates.
I love that open. Show's over, everybody. We'll see ya. And no, that was wonderful, and very jealous. 2 trips to Castaway Cay.
Can't beat that.
Can't beat that, man. Not with a stick.
Well, we could beat it with a stick.
No, it would just sand would fly up in your eyes.
That's all right, though.
It would be horrible.
Horrible. Rinse it out with salt water.
Hope she had a wonderful trip and a wonderful cruise.
Yeah, Katie, send us some pictures.
Absolutely. Didn't run into any rough water. Like that one cruise ship. That was horrible. Those poor
God
people.
bless them.
But, happy to find out it wasn't a... what's that cruise line that always has to...
A tsunami?
No, the cruise line is always...
The Carnival?
Carnival. It wasn't a Carnival this time. Those poor guys.
No, it's a little rough water. It happens everywhere.
Just a little.
It wasn't an elevator issue.
Everybody's okay. And Tim...
Yes!
I got a This Day in Disney History.
Oh, thank goodness. Before we get on to this show.
Before
we get into the show, and before what is seriously wrong with all you people?
Nothing.
I'm not judging.
Listen.
No, yes.
This was so people could cleanse themselves.
Absolutely it is.
Feel better about their experience at Walt Disney World or any of the Disney parks.
Exactly.
And just kind of come clean.
Right, absolutely.
Start anew. We're going to renew. This is a new year.
And it's the season for renewal.
And
the spring.
And just kind of clear yourself of your conscience.
But seriously, what's wrong with some of you people? Oh, my goodness.
Keep in mind, folks, this is a family show. We have edited out
there will
some
be
of
editing involved.
Yeah. Anyway, Tim, This Day in Disney History, back in 2010, 6 years ago, and again, surprised that this took so long, but the Academy Award-winning composers of the music from It's a Small World and the Enchanted Tiki Room.
Yes.
We know these guys.
We do.
As well as Mary Poppins, Richard and Robert Sherman receive a tribute window on Disneyland's Main Street.
Absolutely.
So that was part of our 300th episode, our 3 years and 300 episodes show with the Sherman cousins. They talked about that, and how cool was that?
Oddly, as you said, it was just, 5 years ago? But again, like you said, why did it take so long?
Why so long? Why so long?
Wow.
I don't know. But, they were such great guys, and I can't imagine, I still can't imagine what Disney would be like without their music.
No more highly coveted appreciation gift than the windows on Main Street.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
One day we'll have a window on Main Street.
No.
Not Main Street at Disney World, maybe Main
Well,
Street. Somewhere else.
Kids will drive by or ride by on their bikes and throw stones in it, and it won't last. No. So that is the This Day in Disney History from, strangely enough, the website This Day in Disney History. So thank you to those wonderful folks over there.
Thank you very much.
Tim, before this goes extremely south, and that's not a good thing in this particular show.
No.
What are we drinking today from our good pals over at Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company?
Well, I just got my order in a couple days ago.
I've
only opened one of the 5 pounds that I ordered so far.
Okay.
Because I like to stagger a little bit.
You're staggering. I noticed that on the way into the studio.
Not staggering, but staggered. I ordered the flying. I almost said flaming fish. That's how I like to cook. The flying fish, the espresso.
Ooh,
that is some good stuff.
Good stuff.
Oh,
now do you have an espresso machine?
No.
How are you doing this?
I'm just doing it in the French press.
Really, and you can do that?
Well, of course you can do it. You can do anything. This is America.
Well, that is true, and it is Joffrey's Coffee after all.
It's fantastic.
So, hey, folks, don't forget to get in that Looper20 discount code. It's wrapping up here quickly. Get those orders in. Looper20 for 20% off your entire order.
Looper20.
And again, if you're not a coffee drinker, their tea is unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness.
And might be a good time to stock up on some of that for some summer tea.
That's right. Spring, summer, you might want to ice some of it down.
How about that?
I love it.
Or some iced coffee. A lot of folks like the iced coffee.
That's true. I might try that with the... I also ordered the tiramisu.
What'd you call me?
You heard me.
Wow.
It's a French word. It means yummy, I think, is how it...
You sure that's
maybe it's Italian.
I think it's Japanese. Isn't tiramisu?
What?
Teriyaki?
Teriyaki. Oh, I do enjoy teriyaki as well.
I know you do. All right, Tim. So anyway, to the show.
Yes.
We have
there.
We asked Looper Nation to clear them their conscience of any of the bad things that they have done at any of the Disney parks, and this would be Tim's idea.
It came from another show. Just
calling it
heat of the moment.
Our Disney Confessions.
Dun, dun, dun.
At the end of this show, we have already had an ordained minister bless these confessions, so you all are clear. That doesn't mean go out and do some of this stuff again.
No, but if you do, we'll probably do it again next year. So if you do, write them down. No names.
I think it came from our Be Nice show, and
I think so,
because we found out folks weren't always nice there. So
sometimes they're naughty.
So we have edited this for the family, so it's okay.
Should be okay for the car ride, we hope.
Should be.
If in doubt, listen ahead of time.
We will say this: one of our confessioners, the whole thing on the balcony.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And we're just going to leave it at that.
Yes.
There was an incident.
Newly married couple. That's all
and so, Tim, why don't you start us off with the Disney confession?
I will start us off. The name of the first confession. No, I'm kidding. We didn't even put the names on our paper.
No, we did not.
So if we lose them, no one can track you down and
That's right.
shame you. Victim number 1. I'm kidding. Goes, I probably should not admit any of these. Some of them are adult in nature, so you may wish to not say them on air. We won't.
Which we did.
Which we did
we
briefly.
Edited. Yeah.
But he's leaving it to our discretion, he or she. Confession number 1. I always steal the Walt Disney World pens after signing for the check at a sit-down restaurant.
Now, some of those... What?
Pen stealer.
Some of those... No, we're forgiving.
Yeah, we are
We're
forgiving. We're forgiving people.
Now, some of those pens aren't Disney pens, though. Have you noticed that? They're just...
Bics?
They're just regular, pens that the
some
wait staff have.
Some of them are really cool. They say Walt Disney Resort on the side.
They are very nice, and I have taken the ones from the room. So.
I have done that as well.
Every room.
As long as we're cleansing ourselves.
I have so many, Hampton Inn and Walt Disney World pens.
Yeah,
anyway.
They don't have the little chain on the end?
No, those come from the bank. All right, continue, please.
Okay. Second confession from this depraved individual.
Come on.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding because I love. We got so drunk at the Adventurers Club that we staggered back to our room.
There's you again. Wait,
great.
you wrote this?
I might have. On the bus, on the walk in the elevator ride, they were so worried that my wife was going to hurl.
Okay.
I'll clean that up just a little bit.
Yeah.
But she just made it back to the room before she hurled. We must have been quite a sight. Hilarious.
Well, that wasn't the monorail crawl. So, all right, here we go. Confessioner number 2 likes to smuggle Jim Beam into the parks.
He really should buy his own ticket,
You,
Mr. Beam.
do you have to buy 2 tickets for that? Usually Magic Kingdom, but sometimes into Epcot to try it at Club Cool.
Oh.
Little mix going there. Maybe this person's a bartender.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I was stopped by security once and told them it was apple juice.
Oh.
Number 2, I stand up on rides to make them stop so I can take better pictures.
Wrong.
Not a good call.
Brilliant.
Not a good call on Tower of Terror.
I was going to say Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster.
You might not want to do that.
Oh, my goodness. Speedway. That could be dangerous on the Speedway.
Those
Of course,
brakes.
they stop, I guess. When you...
The brakes aren't going to go.
Ugh.
Yeah. I pulled a duck out of the water when riding the Jungle Cruise. I was told back at the dock not to do it anymore as they carry disease.
That's why it was wrong.
I don't think that's why they didn't want you to do that. I have menus from most of the restaurants.
Oh, okay.
I have a few of the red badges that help the cast members determine how long the wait is, which is why it's a 6-day wait on Splash Mountain right now.
That's why it's a 500-minute wait to see Anna and Elsa. People are
Right.
stealing the...
And no one was in line.
That's awesome.
They're going, I don't understand. I washed my feet in the fountain in front of Spaceship Earth. No one seemed to care.
It was like an Epcot blessing.
I have a feeling they cared. You may be in some people's videos. I sneak in to fish in Bay Lake and the lake near the yacht club.
Oh.
After the Disney fishing guides get back, they release their bait fish right there, and the big bass hang out there. Man, it might be a good tip. I don't know.
I know.
Might not be a bad thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Magic Band shenanigans go without saying, both with extra fast pass and sneaking people in who don't have a ticket. I guess that's it for about it for now, this person says.
Oh, my.
I'm afraid of what's coming. All right.
Confessioner number 3. I know I'll lose track at some point here. I'm sure I'll think of dozens more sins after I listen to your podcast, but these come to mind. And please send those in, by the way. I frequently, accidentally, my air quotes went up there.
Air quotes. I saw that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Use my son's stroller as a battering ram.
Ow.
Wait,
Wait, I've been in front of this person.
I think so. You step up the pace, Bob. After I feel someone is deserving of being the recipient of an aching Achilles. For instance, last December we went to see the Osborne Lights, and we were all heading to the same place to see the same thing, but some people thought they could cut in front of us where there was a major bottleneck. This might have been you. One father really ticked me off, and he got it good a couple of times. Oops! I hope he enjoyed limping through the streets of America.
Oh. I tell you, those things should be outlawed.
That's it, with bloody heels. Okay, and they go, my wife is a saint, or so I thought.
Oh, my.
Until she decided she wants the best seats for Fantasmic. We waited in August heat for about an hour with my 2 preteen kids on the last day of our trip together. Once they let the people inside, she ordered us to tightly hold each other's hands. She proceeded to plow through people like nobody's business.
Oh, my.
The kids and I looked at each other in fear as we nearly clotheslined anybody in our path like they were unwilling participants in a demented game of Red Rover.
I've met that family.
Multiple cast members kept reminding people to walk, don't run. She claimed she was just walking fast. To her credit, we did get the great seats, but we were all out of breath and sweating by the time we got there. I now hate Fantasmic.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the cleansing
well, at
is
least
coming.
they weren't camping. You know, I don't like the camping.
And then, I once Following up, I once paid my son $1 to eat a piece of shrimp he dropped on the ground at the Food and Wine Festival. Now, I will say,
Here we go.
the shrimp may have looked maybe a little underdone, so nothing's going to cook it hotter than the Epcot pavement.
Well, that's true. Maybe he's just trying to sear in the flavor.
That's it. That's it. Just a little bit on each side, just to finish it up.
Hey, man, 5-second rule.
Exactly.
You know. Oh, my goodness.
And he was probably going to do it anyway because we are talking about a shrimp.
It's going to cost him more than $1 for all the psychological the therapy that his son's going to take. All right, confessioner number E.
E. That could be E. You put your 4 to the side.
I don't know. One thing I am not proud of, and it really wasn't my fault.
Oh,
it's never anybody's fault.
no.
But when I was 12, I got sick at the World Showcase and tried to make it in the restroom. Make it to the restrooms in Morocco.
That's a different. Careful how you word that one.
And this person did not make it.
Oh.
It was my first trip. Spent 3 full days with an awful stomach bug. This was part of the reason that I was not a Disney fan until I met my beautiful wife 13 years later. Enjoy sharing that one. Have a good one and keep up the great work on the show. By the way, the DVC Roundtable was a great show.
Oh, very nice.
Well, thank you very much.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, you're 12.
Yeah, I mean,
You
no
know-
one's going to hold that against you.
What's that called? A shart? Is that what that's?
I think so.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
you don't quite make it.
no.
No.
Or you think it's one thing and it turns out to be something
Maybe.
totally different.
Yeah. The older you get. Anyway.
All right. I got a little note here. It says, "Morning, gentlemen." That must be us. "I'm emailing you to fill you in about something I shouldn't have done at Disney.
Uh-oh.
But what really turned out to be just an embarrassing moment. Let's be fair. It's actually something my wife shouldn't have done. Bless her heart.
Oh, it's his wife's fault.
Boy, we're just... You people do need to be forgiven for these.
And you are.
And you are, and you will be. She and I were waiting in line at Rosie's All-American Cafe while enjoying a day at Hollywood Studios. Off to our left, about 20 feet out of line, there was a very unhappy toddler in a stroller. Oh, we know where this is going. The said toddler was letting out some blood-curdling screams, and a clearly frustrated mom was not giving in.
Good for her.
Exactly. My wife turned to me and snapped, "Obviously, she wants to get out of the stroller. She needs to calm that kid down a little bit." Or something to that effect.
Yes.
Instantly, the gentleman in front of us turned around and calmly said, "That's my kid. Sorry. It's been a long day and she's tired." After an awkward apology, we crawled into a hole and didn't come out the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Awkward.
Foot in the mouth disease.
Well, that happens.
Yeah.
You knew it. Everyone knew.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I know.
Everyone's been there on one side of that or the other.
Yeah. How many times have you looked at me and said, "That person's right behind me," isn't they?
When
you're talking about
all the time. They're right behind me, aren't they?
I can't believe so-and-so. Oh, they're right behind me. All right. Yet another confessioner. We appreciate these, by the way.
This is
folks.
awesome. I love what people shared.
And again, feel free to write in your confessions. We'll save them for another show.
That's true.
It's good to cleanse the spirit.
And the quicker they come in, the more shows we can do.
We won't get any after this. They'll be like, "I don't trust those guys." If I had to do it over, I would follow my wife's plan as closely as I did. I ended up missing my favorite. I wouldn't follow my wife's plan as closely as I did. Ooh, he's going against the wife.
Ooh.
I ended up missing my favorite attraction in all of Walt Disney World, the American Adventure. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh. I hope she doesn't listen.
I hope. Well,
We're not saying a name, but still.
she doesn't know who she is.
They know.
They
Always know.
Every man's wife is now going, "Was that you?
Exactly. I
Was
know it
that
was
you?
you.
You wrote in, didn't you?" Yeah. All right.
All right. Number, whatever we're up to now. It's like episode numbers. I get so far and then I just don't remember. It was back in 2012, and I had just arrived on property that day to stay the week with some friends at the Art of Animation. To kill some time, I decided to head over to downtown Disney for some lunch and shopping. When I arrived and went to buy a few items from World of Disney, my debit and credit cards wouldn't work for them, and they kept getting declined.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Yeah. After some thought, I had realized I had left my state without informing the banks I was traveling.
Oh, that happened to me.
Did it?
At Walt Disney World. Yes, it did.
It can happen. I thought.
Yeah.
I've heard of that happen internationally, but not in Florida.
Yeah.
Good to know. Easy fix. So I go back outside next to the Lego Dragon and attempt to call the banks to explain that my card hadn't been stolen.
Sure.
Why wouldn't you? That's fantastic. Easy.
Piece of cake.
They know what you're doing. When I got outside, my junk smartphone began malfunctioning on me.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. First, it wouldn't go off airplane mode. I never put it in airplane mode in the first place.
Uh-oh.
Then the touch screen decided, it wasn't going to work. Then when I finally got in to make the call, just after 10 minutes of waiting on hold, I get the operator. I lose the signal.
Ooh, blood pressure is rising.
That's right. And the phone just dies in my hand because I forgot to charge it that day. Behind me are a crowd of happy kids and parents, mind you, and I'm panicking because I lack a phone and money, and I'm 14 hours away from home.
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh.
At this point, I begin having a Clark W. Griswold moment.
Oh, no.
Grade meltdown in the middle of the downtown Disney marketplace, screaming, crying, cursing at the phone while threatening at the top of my lungs for it to work for me or it's going to go straight into the lake.
Ooh.
I'm not an impatient person. Nor was that anything I'd ever done before in the public. And I'm not anything I'm extremely proud of. And yes, I did manage to get everything fixed.
Yeah, except those poor kids.
Oh, scarred those kids are.
Scarred for life. Apparently, the rule is, Tim.
Yes.
When you steal someone's credit card, you immediately go on a trip to Walt Disney World.
Exactly.
What is that? That must happen an awful lot.
Wow.
Hey, somebody's using Tim's card at Walt Disney World. We better shut it down.
That's right.
That did happen to me at Walt Disney World. It was frustrating, a little scary.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know.
Because you just take the one card, or maybe you're one of those families just have the one card just for
Right.
emergencies or travel.
Right.
What do you do?
Luckily, my wife has a deck of cards. I think there's 52 credit cards in that deck. She just whips out one and, hey, try this one.
There you go. It's better than a house of cards.
We're good. Hey.
Ooh.
Good
Sorry.
show.
I just found that out. Found that recently.
And our last two, Tim. On my first trip as an adult, my family and I left the Magic Kingdom immediately after Wishes, assuming the park was closed. Hashtag amateur hour. And finally, coming from your favorite place, Tim, the Disney Cruise Line. So here's my confession, boys. I'm a huge Disney cruiser, and I love it. So I took the liberty after breakfast in my room from Cabanas of accidentally putting 4 cute Disney cruise cups that they use in the serving area in my bag to take home. I now drink my orange juice out of these cups. Call me a sinner and flame me now, but I love them. Everybody, thank you for writing in.
Yes.
We knew that some folks were wanting to write in. We know who you are.
It comes through in our metrics.
You you want to write in. You want to confess your Disney sins, and feel free to do that.
You'll feel better about yourselves.
As you see, much like all of your information, we keep it very, very personal.
That's right.
Doesn't go out to anybody. We've always kept your information completely and totally secret.
Absolutely. Unless
we will need cash.
I was going to say, unless we want to have a ransom.
Keep it. No. We would never do that.
No, absolutely not.
That was a fun show.
That was awesome.
Sometimes you just like to admit to stuff. I have said this on the show before. I'm a big grabber of the bathroom stuff.
Yes.
I came close to taking a towel once, but
You sicken me. You sicken me.
I didn't. Stop looking at me like that.
There are a couple times I've gone by those motorized, carts, the housekeepers drive around like, man, there's a whole bunch of shampoo.
I know. I
There's
have
a
too.
whole bunch.
I have too.
They got to have cameras. They would know if I took one.
Yeah.
I did.
Get that little angel and devil on your shoulder, and one's going,
Yeah.
go ahead, take it.
Exactly.
Go ahead, take it. No, you don't want to do that, Tim. Don't do that.
Be a good person. Set a good
Be
example.
a good person.
So I did. I had my kids take it for me.
I was shocked, though, that the televisions were free. Those big screen TVs.
So you think they'd be chained down?
You would think.
They're not chained down. They're good
Well,
to go.
they're bolted. But, that's why I always bring a toolkit.
It's a small bolt. Nothing a small hacksaw can't get through.
I do have a quick story. Has nothing to do with Walt Disney World. A friend of mine, his parents owned a motel back in the day.
Okay.
And they actually went into a room after some folks had stayed there, there was nothing in the room. The bed was gone. The TV was gone. The paintings on the wall were gone. Even the ceiling fan.
Somebody had a new apartment. They needed to decorate a no-tell motel.
Do not do that at
Decor.
Walt Disney World. They will prosecute to the fullest extent of the law.
They, unlike us, know who you are.
They absolutely know who you are, where you are. They have more pictures of you, facial recognition and all.
Exactly. They have fingerprints.
The fingerprints.
Retinal scans.
So, feel free to write in your confessionals, and we will open up the Disney confessional sometime in the future.
Hopefully this summer.
If you guys want to do that. So, Tim.
Yes.
That is all I've got.
Awesome. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at ResortLoop.Tim, on Facebook at Tim Resort Scott. And I would highly suggest using Looper20 as your code at Joffreys.com.
Absolutely. I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, rate us on iTunes. Tim.
Yes.
What should folks do?
Share this show with your friends.
Share the love.
Share it. Tweet it. Facebook it. Whatever you do.
Allow them to confess their Disney sins as well.
We're bringing the world a more peaceful, happy place.
There you go.
This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Now here is...
What happened on the balcony?